This is the Roulette Master, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And for today's system, I received some emails this week from new subscribers asking about what the modification was of the Joe and Barnes system. And there are even some new members that don't know what it is. I know some of you that have been with the channel for a while have probably seen it a few times, but let's go over the Joe and Barnes system and what that modification was that I made, and let's get started. So we're going to use $10 units today. We're going to bet on first and second 12. The only way to lose with this system is third 12 or 0, and the genius of it is that you can't lose multiple times in a row with third 12 or 0. So the only way you can lose is with choppiness, and I'll show you what that is. If we win, we're just going to keep playing, though, first and second 12. And then I'm also going to go over what the modification I was to the original system and why I think it's better. And hopefully some of you can make some money doing this. We're already up $20. Again, you can only lose on third 12 and 0. But you can't lose consecutively on those, and I'll show you why here soon. Okay, another win. We're up $30. Okay, another win. We're up $40. Okay, one more win. Up 50. Once we have a third 12 or 0, I will show you what that modification is. And for those of you seeing it for the first time, I'll show you how to get back to your all-time high or the most amount that you've made so far. That's why it's always important with this system to see where you're at. Right now we're up $60. Okay, we still haven't lost yet. We're up $70. I'm sure a third 12 or 0 is coming up here, though, I would think. Not yet, though. Okay, we're up $80. Okay, now we're up $90. Okay, there's 100. And we'll rebet. Need a loss here so I can show you how the progression works. But it's fun to win too. So now we're up 110. Okay, so we got a third 12. So that's a loss. Again, you can only lose on third 12 or 0. Now we sit out until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And we remember that we were up $110. That's important as well. So we're going to spin without betting. And what this does is it makes it to where you can't lose on consecutive third 12s, which means if there's 6 in a row of third 12, you're only going to lose on the original first third 12. And we didn't hit third 12 or 0 there, so that means we're going to increase by 2 units. The original system was increased by 1 unit. That was the modification that I made for those of you asking that question. And let's go ahead and spin. If we lose, we're going to sit out until we don't hit third 12 again. And we did lose. Okay. If we win and we're in session profit, we'll start back over. So as you can see there, we still need to remember we were up 110. Now we're going to not bet until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And then we'll go from 30 to 50. Okay, so we didn't hit third 12 or 0. So now we're going to go from 30 to 50, which is up 2 units, but we're still remembering that we were up 110. That's important. Okay, so we won. Let's see if we're back up to 110, and we're not. So that means we rebet, and we try to get 2 wins in a row. If we get it, we'll start over, and we did. But if we didn't, then we'll sit out and then increase by 2 units again, which would mean 70 apiece instead of 50. But we got to 130 is what we're up, so that's an all-time high. So then we just rebet and start back at 10 on each again. So again, that modification is when you do lose to go up by 2 units after you sit out, and we just lost again. So now we sit out, and again, the reason we do that is because if you have 6 in a row third 12s, you're only going to lose on the first third 12. You're not going to continue to lose. Okay, so we didn't hit third 12 or 0, so now we increase 2 units from $10 to $30. Okay, so we didn't hit third 12 or 0. Okay, we won on that one, so actually we're at an all-time high, so we start back over. And that's one of the reasons that I increased by 2 units instead of 1. If you win on the first one, which is a $30 bet, you always are at an all-time high. And that's because I increased that. So we're up 150 now. Always remember where you're at. Okay, now we're up 160. Okay, now we're up 170. Okay, there's a third 12, so that's a loss. So we sit out. And again, we sit out because we don't want to lose more than one time in a row, and that keeps us from doing so. So we were up 170 at one time. That's important. And we spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0. Okay, and you see what just happened there? We didn't lose on that one. And if we continued to spin and hit third 12 or 0 consecutively, we would not lose on those spins. See what? It just saved us again. See that? So the last 2 we would have lost because the only way to lose is third 12 or 0. But with this system, you can't lose consecutively. And it saved us a lot of money so far just looking at that. So now it's time to increase the bet. So we go from 10 to 30 because we didn't spin a third 12 or 0. And again, if you win on this first one, you don't even have to think about it. You know you're at an all-time high, which we are. So we're up 180 now. And then if you get that, you reset to $10 each. Now we're up to 190. And we rebet. I did really well with this system when I was in Vegas. And we're up 200 now. So I hope you like this system. And again, this is for the new subscribers that have been asking me and emailing me about this system and what modification I made to it, which again was to go up 2 units instead of 1. But the genius of the system is that you can't lose consecutively on third 12 or 0. The only way you really lose on this is if you get a lot of choppiness. So also it's important to remember, try to have a $1,500 startup whether you're playing this. 1,000 would work as well, but I like to have at least 15 if you're using $10 units. The more you have, the better chance you have of getting through a tough situation where you do get a lot of choppiness. But again, really like this system, and I've done well with it. Also, if you have a system you're using, I would love to see it and showcase it on the channel. So please send it in, and I would love to do that for you. And it's also great for all the other subscribers to see all these systems come in. So love that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Ring that bell for notifications, because I like it when everybody can get notified every time I have a new video come out. And thank everybody for their support on this channel. It's awesome, and Love the things that you send in and all your comments. So keep them coming. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.